Over here to nutrition, you're going to find out that you can go into the nail salon and get those chemokines circulating your olfactory neurons, and that'll make a trigger and give you manic behavior just by going to the nail salon. Okay, you can brush your teeth, and the saccharin that's inside of the toothpaste can let off a trigger. So there's many other triggers, but if they're abusing drugs, that's when they become very dangerous. Okay, so there are about 6 million Americans that live with bipolar, so it's not a rare disease. There are people that live with this and don't even know that they have it. Okay, because they accepted the fact that they could be crazy. They accepted it, but they also don't know the symptoms that they're going through, even to control their emotional regulation. So, but 2.6 of those people are just adults. So let me explain, because all of those children that are diagnosed with ADHD, a fourth of those children is also diagnosed with bipolar. All right, so it's not just the adults, but they're getting the children very early. They go ahead and put them on SSRI drugs or tricyclamines or benzodiazepines or amphetamines, all these different types of antipsychotics. But those antipsychotics are also creating something called Clostridium bacterium. And Clostridium bacterium circulates the bloodstream. It goes past the brain barrier. And people can end up with different types of ailments, just by these toxins floating around, because they accumulate, because they got to take these drugs every day, right? Trying to regulate their emotional behavior. And this goes the same fact for those who take antibiotics. And keep in mind, antibiotics is found in all commercial meats. Yes, all your chicken, all your beef. They have to sterilize these animals before they come into the market. Okay? So, of course, some say that they're antibiotic free. And if they are, if you find them organic, that's fine. Let's read the label. It may be marketing. I'm not sure. But what I do know is that if you eat fish, you won't have that going on. Okay? So your poultry and your beef and all those things, you might want to omit them in the bipolar microbiome. All right, so moving ahead, so we got these extreme lows. They always are extreme highs. They can be depressive. They can be very optimistic. They can be high energy, high excitability, and that's the reason GABA controls that excitability. That it kind of keeps things balanced. So we got to know that there are some methylation issues. And I'm going to get into what methylation is. Basically, methylation is just an essential biochemical process that deals with your histones and your DNA. It's the byproducts that happens when they are converted, doing their conversions. So a lot of us have these MTHFR gene deficiencies, which is a folate deficiency. The main two, nutrients or cofactors that are part of this is your B12 and your B9. You see people taking methylfolate, you see them taking methylcobalamin, and B6 would be the main things that's happening with your MTHR. And I'm gonna have a whole class about methylation, but instead of thinking that everything it has to go by the criteria of the DSM-4, 5, 6, however you want to look at it, it doesn't. This is all about biochemistry. This is not about just behavior, and this because the psychiatrists look at this. So if you're looking at the biochemistry, you'll find out that these people are under-methylators. Some people are over-methylators, and all of them have something called pyroluria. I gave you guys this word in the first class, the anxiety class, and now we kind of get a chance to go into it a little bit more. Pyroluria disorders is basically a genetic stress disorder that's associated with different mood swings like high anxiety and depression. You can find out this test. It's called cryptopyrroles. Or maybe I need to write it down for you guys. Don't know where I'm gonna write it down at, but got everything on here. But cryptopyrroles is a test you can test in it's a place in Colorado. And this is found in your urine. So if you have elevated pyroxidines, which is vitamin B6, and you'll find, I'm gonna just give y'all a little culprit, because this is a little culprit of biochemistry, that when you look at these pharmaceutical drugs, you'll see pyroxidines in carbonyl. And they're basically showing you the benzene ring of what that drug can do and what it really needs. See, you can offset a lot of these drugs by using B6 or B3 because they're always using it. It's one of the main cofactors of part of that drug. So when they're testing for cryptopyrroles, you'll find that a person either can be low or high. And this is how we get to this over-methylation, under-methylation situation. Let me go over some of the characteristics right quick, because under-methylators always have low serotonin, low dopamine, and low norepinephrine. That's always. So one or more neurotransmitters will create some type of bipolar symptom. Okay. They always have high blood histamines. Now, you guys know what histamines are. These are the things that indicate whether or not you have allergies.